In the mountains of Bosnia and Herzegovina, near the city of Livno, hundreds of horses run free. At the Zinkar mountain, at first glance they look like wild horses, although their story began with the humans. For decades, the citizens of the town, they use horses to work their land, transport materials, and usually farm activities. Up to here, domestic animals useful for man. But in the middle of the 20th century, agriculture began to modernize. Tractors and other machines gradually replaced horsepower. Maintaining them was no longer necessary. And for many families, it also became too expensive. Instead of selling or sacrificing them, owners decided to release them in the mountains. And so began a story that no one had planned. Domestic horses. They had to learn how to survive without a roof, without food provided by their owners, without any human protection. With the pass of the time, they get used to the weather conditions, the wind, the cold, of storms. Today they live organized by herds. Each group usually has their own dominant stud, the mares in their foals. Horses walk and move up together to try to find food, water, and protection. For most of the year, they are fed of the plateau's natural pastures. Their resistance allows them to withstand strong winds, extremely low flow and temperatures. During the winter, uses its feet to remove the snow, to find and eat the grass that is below. To stay together also allows them to protect the youngest and react to possible threats. The wolves are their primary predators. The young and old horses are the most vulnerable. However, the greatest risk for these animals, it doesn't always come from nature, but from us human beings. During the winter, the roads in this region are covered with salt. To prevent the formation of ice, that salt attracts horses coming down from the mountain to lick it directly from the route. Amidst the darkness, fog, and poor visibility, the herds, the crosses, accidents are repeated year after year, taking the lives of horses and also putting drivers at risk. And that is not the only challenge. Over time, the horses have come to depend on water wells, built by the livestock farmers for their livestock. However, the summer are getting hotter and longer, and the water demands increase at the same time that the number of horses in 2010 were declared a species protected. A measure that helped to prevent their hunt also allows that their own population increase. But to protect them does not mean only to avoid that they get caught or kill them. That also means to decrease the numbers of accidents at the freeways, access to water, and preserve their territory on which they depend for survival. The horses of Livno learned how to survive without the humankind. Now their future depends on us and our availability to coexist with them. These horses are part of the history of the landscape and the identity of this region of Bosnia and Herzegovina. And perhaps the best way to protect them begins by learning about its history. I am Victor Rojas from Victorious Xpeditions. And if you want to discover more stories and more places, follow me at the next expedition.